This week, we wrap up our Danger Ranger 9000 build on the way down to Florida, because obviously we didn't finish it before we left. Then we head to Freedom Factory to compete in the race, although the truck had some opinions of its own about that. Watch us ride the struggle bus, learn some hard lessons about racing, and stick around to find out how it all ended and what we're doing next with this truck. Thanks for coming, and welcome to Off Camper. Hello, people of YouTube. So we ran out of time in Texas, and here we are in the great state of Florida. We decided to paint it in parking lots across the United States. There's our hotel from last night. We're here at a restaurant that doesn't open till the afternoon. So we're grinding down portions of the paint that need to be ground down. My son is masking, and we're gonna wipe down the car and we're gonna start throwing paint on it in parking lots. Welcome to Giorgio's parking lot, auto body paint and body and auto body paint. So this is our professional level of prep here. What the paint shops don't tell you, and they charge you a ton of money for prep work, is that everybody basically does it with sprayway glass cleaner. You wipe it all down, see, right there, product placement. Sprayway will take sponsorships, that's fine. You basically wipe down the car with glass cleaner, and that's all the prep you really need for a professional level paint job. Obviously, you can see here our body working skills. Here we have the prep team going ahead and cleaning up. We're doing the final buff and polish. It's color match bumper now. At this point, we'd arrived in Florida, and instead of checking into our Airbnb, we went to my friend Ken's house, who also happens to be the crew chief for the race team, quote unquote race team. We managed to finalize everything up on the cage we had to do, which was fitting the harness bar with the seat in the car, doing the down bars to the bed, and making sure that the cage was fully gusseted.
It does look like the shape that you made on the thing, though.
It'll be roughly the same.
Yeah. It's not going to be exactly the same. ASMR.
Here we are at the tire shop getting an alignment done. Add as much camera as we can here, negative, and we'll add positive on the other side. The ramp's down?
Here.
Yes. We're gonna hook the battery up, so let me know when you're ready to go. Alright, do the same here.
With which one? These ones?
Alright.
Hold on, the battery thing's right here.
We managed to finish up most of the paint on Friday morning, and we got it out to the track and got it ready to test. And we felt like things were going pretty well at this point. And we got 2 good solid test sessions in and felt like it put us really ahead of the game for the race on Saturday, which was still a day away. I hadn't made any adjustments to the suspension or tire pressures at this point, and the truck seemed to not be far off of being competitive, and we started with 35 PSI in the tires. So that's all wrong. Camber wasn't set, toe wasn't set right, but we were losing out on the straights to just about everyone. I chalked that just up to gearing and figured we'd have to make it up other places. Morning, everyone. It's the day of the race, and we are still getting the truck ready. Testing went good yesterday. Now I gotta put all the stickers on.
What the finished product should look like, minus the stickers.
getting ready for qualification. I just pretty much overheated it in practice. Hopefully I didn't blow it up. But what else are you gonna do? Let's go. These guys are my next door neighbors in the lot. They just jumped in to start to help get us fixed. We had to change the thermostat. It was stuck closed. The truck overheated. These guys are nothing but help out, man. It's QC Fleet Solutions.
They're very helpful.
Yeah, they're badass.
I never thought I would see another team that wanted to help so much.
It's awesome. Man, this is racing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is what you do.
Like I just said to them, though, the only positive I can take from it is a learning experience.
Yeah.
When you build them, you got the 30%.
Yeah.
So I think that's what originally happened.
I think that's what I did. I killed it during practice.
It got stuck shut and it just wasn't happening.
Is the engine gonna blow up?
It did.
It did?
Alright guys, so the head gasket is definitely blown. There we go. We got the thermostat changed. We got a heater hose replaced. We got a number of stuff done. Right now, Brian is on his way to get block sealer. We're going to throw block sealer in it, and we're going to send it, and we're going to blow it up during the race, but we're going to race it.
Hell yeah, bro. That tall. I mean, I guess the only thing you can do is pump a little water and see how much water it pushes out. Is it pushing water now or no? Yeah, it's still pushing, man. It is.
All right, I'm going to crank it. Case is working. Pour it back in, get it fired up without any water in the cylinder, dump it back in. Gotta find something with it.
Yeah, we normally race like actual cars.
Yeah. What are you guys here with this time?
We brought off
Ultimas?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We had one last time they ran them, and then my brother wanted one, so we got another one. I mean, they're just easy.
Worst case scenario, I'm going to get to watch all the races.
Yeah. What's that?
Worst case scenario, I'm going to get to watch all the races.
Yeah. All right, let's try to crank it.
All right.
And then as soon as we get it fired up, we need to get that. No, don't worry about it. He's trying so fucking hard. It's blowing the water out of his mouth. Might have hit switch from liquid to vapor.
Yeah. We're getting there?
Progress.
It sounds like it's moving faster and it's firing.
It's trying. Going to vapor.
Okay?
Good? Crank it?
Yep.
Do we want to wait to fill it right before the race?
We're going to let it idle for a moment, try to see if we can seal it. No, we'll do the same thing.
Yeah. You want me on?
Wait, hold on. Let me go look at the bottom of the car.
We're going to let it run. Can you grab the fan again and put it on the front of this? Is it still coming out of the exhaust? see what's coming out the exhaust, Liam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not in the middle? It was right in the middle and you guys pulled in though. Ready? Whoops.
Yeah, go for it.
It's gonna explode.
I understand that.
I'll put my hand over to it so it's dropping.
The jump box side.
Try now. The jump box back on.
Watch your face. It's gonna shoot.
It's gonna blow up, but it's blowing up.
It's blown up. It's barely even making compression noises anymore.
Yeah.
Then I'll replace the motor and come back in January.
Yeah.
I've got a spot to leave it, so now I just need to find a 4-liter.
Should be easy to find.
Yeah. They're Explorers, they're all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. And throw some money out to get like rebuild.
Yeah.
Like come out here fucking reliable. Yeah.
Yeah. They have the rebuild ones on Basement Marketplace. They can run those out, fire it up. Dump as much as you can get in. Anybody want a BMW M3? Well, here's the end of this story. It's blown up. We can't even get it to start. There is absolutely no compression, and it's shooting water out of the exhaust when we do it, so I think there's about 0 head gasket left. Some part of the engine left to chat. That's about it. At least it looks cool. I'm gonna go watch some racing.
Well, that's the end of that. Until January, that is. Cletus announced during the drivers' meeting that they were running again in January, and, well, gives me a little bit of hope after what happened to us here. So we enjoyed the rest of the night, and we watched all the races. I mean, what else can you do at that point? It was, in fact, a great weekend, even though the engine let all the smoke out. The event was really fun, and the races were a blast to watch. The whole event as a whole, I would call a success, even though I didn't even get to compete in it. I met a bunch of really cool people between Friday and Saturday, and I'm looking forward to going back to the race in January to finish what we started. If you notice, the truck was a bit slower than the rest of the trucks, and I think the motor was kind of tired to start with. So when the thermostat stuck and it overheated, the whole thing just kind of let go. I'm pretty sure that things that are supposed to be on the inside of the engine have probably pushed their way outside, and I'd be willing to bet we're going to find some holes and pretty severe damage once we tear this thing down. It was basically spraying water out of the exhaust as fast as we were pouring it in. But like I said, it was an absolutely fantastic weekend, and I had nothing but fun doing it. In the end, blown up engines are all part of racing. So while it wasn't ideal, it was in fact racing. I do want to give a shout out to all the guys from QC Fleet Solutions. They absolutely rocked it by just jumping in and helping us. They didn't even know us. It was like having my own race team, and I'm eternally grateful to those guys. And it's one of the reasons I love the car and racing community so much. Everybody wants to jump in and help right up until the green flag drops. I don't know if anybody's watching this video that needs something from them, but if you're in Florida and need some fleet services, hit these guys up. I put their information down in the description. This isn't the last you'll see of our Ranger. We're bringing her back in January, and let's see if we can give these guys some competition. Stick around for just a second and you're going to see what I have for it. Thanks for joining us today, and I hope you enjoyed the video and the build series half as much as I've enjoyed making it. If you have any suggestions on the racing or how you think we can improve our videos, leave them down in the comments below. If you like what you saw, hit the like button and subscribe. It helps the channel and pushes us towards our goal of making this into a full-time thing. See you next Sunday, and thanks for watching.